Learn how to prepare the Nigerian puff-puff recipe, a popular Nigerian street snack. Very crispy on the outside and super moist on the inside. Hello everyone and welcome back to Queen Varieties channel, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel to get instant notifications whenever I upload new videos. Feel free to share this video with your friends, loved ones, or anybody you want to share it with.
Once again guys, I welcome you all back to my channel. So in today's video, like I have already introduced, what we are making is puff-puff recipe. What I have in this bowl is 4 cups of flour. I use the normal standard cup measurement, which is about 250 ml for 1 cup, and I've gone ahead to sift all the flour inside this large bowl. So now we are going to combine the remaining ingredients. Here I have 2 teaspoons of yeast. I'm just going to add it straight into the flour. After I've added the yeast, I will go ahead and combine both the flour and the yeast together, because by the time I add my salt and other ingredients, I don't want my yeast to have direct contact with the salt. Sometimes when your yeast has direct contact with salt, it's going to deactivate the effectiveness of your yeast. So please mix and combine everything here together. Now my combining process is done. I will go ahead and pour in just 1 full cup of sugar. Feel free to adjust your sugar according to how you want to do that. You can use less or more quantity of sugar, but here I am using 1 cup of sugar. So I'll pour the sugar across my sieve just in case we have some lumps in the sugar. Go ahead now and add 1 teaspoon of nutmeg. Feel free to substitute your nutmeg with cinnamon or anything of your choice, but here I am using nutmeg. For those of you who do not like nutmeg, this is optional. You can just let go this particular ingredient. Next I'll add just about ½ teaspoon of salt, and then mix everything together. So now that I have added all the ingredients, combine all these items together. So you mix very well so that every ingredient here will mix effectively with the flour, so that you will have a uniform taste and flavor from your puff-puff recipe. And guys, the aroma from the flour right now smells super amazing because of the nutmeg that we included in these ingredients. So now that we have completely mixed the dry ingredients, what we are going to do right now is to add some quantity of water inside the dry ingredients, so that we are going to have some kind of paste. Here I have a cup of warm water. We are going to use our measuring cup. Like I told you earlier on, this is 250 ml of measurement, and this is 1 good cup. So the standard cup measurement. I bought this from Amazon. I'll be leaving the link in my description below. What we are going to do now is to measure 1 cup of water. So we'll be adding the water step by step until we get the required consistency. So I'll be doing this along with you as you watch. So after adding this, if I need more water, I will take from here. That is why I brought out a full cup of warm water and kept it here. This is one of the ways you can achieve a perfect puff-puff recipe for those of you who are starters. So right now I am adding the water inside the flour mixture. You can as well use your hand, but there's a kind of feeling that comes with this mixing process when you're using your hand to do that. So I'll be using my spatula to do the job. So right now I've added all the cup of water. I will start mixing it. If I need more water, I will add, and we're going to do a perfect measurement for everything we'll add here. So you can see the water I added is not enough. Now we are going ahead to measure another cup of water. You see that this is the 2nd cup, and we are going to add it gradually. The consistency for your puff-puff depends on how you want the outcome to be. If you want your puff-puff to be very, stubborn like rock, you can also eat the dry type of puff-puff. Maybe in the next puff-puff recipe I will show you how to do the dry method of making puff-puff. That is the very strong type, like your bones like nature. But for this one, we are going to make it the wet like type. So I'm not going for too wet consistency. I am going for something just in between, medium and towards the wet. I just added the remaining cup of water, and then I will mix. this stage you can still see that it is still very thick. Now we are going to measure under cup. So guys, this is the 3rd cup of water. I will add gradually. Please, when you're mixing it, in case you're using your spatula to do that, you have to apply pressure so that we are going to develop the gluten in this recipe. So at this stage, this is the consistency we are having after adding the 2.5 cup of water. So I have taken my time to mix it very well. This is what we are having at the moment. It's not too thick and it's not too light. So this is it. So what I have here is the remaining cup of water. Is this half cup or is a little bit less than half? You can see what I have there. Yeah, so that is it. So you must make sure you don't have any lumps by the time you have finished mixing everything. So this is the perfect consistency that we are going for. Let me bring it closer so that you can see it. Yes. So cover it up with your plastic wrap and then allow to rise. Just make sure you cover it very well so that there will be no penetration of air right into the bowl. Go ahead and cover it with some kitchen towel. I'll transfer the bowl to my cooker area. You can see where I have placed it. My cooker is not on. This area of my cooker is warm, so you just put it in the warmest area of your kitchen and allow it to sit there for 45 minutes to 1 hour, and then we'll come back to the frying process. So right now guys, as you can see, I'm already preheating my oil for the frying process. And then it's exactly 45 minutes to 1 good hour. And what we have here is the dough. Let us check to which extent it has proofed. In my cooker, I have from 0 to 9 settings, so I'll be using the number 4 or number 5 settings to fry. So set your cooker to your medium settings, medium to low. So the settings we are going to use to fry this puff puff is the same type of settings you use to fry your akara buns or all those type of related recipes. Wow, guys, can you see our dough? Yes, it has perfectly doubled in size. The bubbles at the surface is an indication that the yeast is super active. Take my time and mix it very well so that any trapped in air will be released from the dough. Just before we go into the frying process, I just want to illustrate something to you which is very important. I have a cup of water. I'm going to use this water to touch my fingers before I come to the dough. So when I touch my hands inside the water like this, you see, and then you scoop some little quantity of this paste inside your hand. When you scoop the quantity inside your hands, you just twist your hands immediately and then do like this. You see that? Yeah, that is how we are going to drop the dough right inside the oil. If you think you cannot get this method, just use your ice cream scooper. I have my ice cream scooper here. I will also illustrate to you how you can use your ice cream scooper to do that. I love the flavor that the onions gives puff puff whenever you toss onions inside your oil. This step is optional. If you don't like the onions, just don't add it. But I'm going to add the onions inside the oil so that it's going to infuse its flavor into the oil. Allow the onions to fry there for like 2 good minutes before I start scooping in the puff puffs. 2 to 3 minutes later, the onions is perfectly infused, so I'll go ahead and set them out. Please don't throw this onion away. You can use it to steam your beef or anything you want to use it for, because this thing will give your jollof rice or your beef a very super tasty flavor. So don't throw it away. So this is a step where we have to now scoop in the puff puffs inside the oil. For the size of pot I'm using, I just scooped in around 8 puff puffs inside here. Please don't overcrowd the pot, that's just the idea. So here is my sieve and I have lined it up with some kitchen tissue paper. I'll just drop it here at the surface there. I don't think you're seeing it right now. Later I'll just I'll zoom this camera, then you will see it. So whenever I finish frying the puff puffs, I'll just drop them right inside the tissue paper so that it will absorb the excess oil. Once you achieve your own desired appearance, then you set them out. I'm going for a little darkish appearance. I like the puff puffs when they are very browned, you know, not burnt, but browned in nature. So if you prefer your puffs to be light browned, it means you will not fry for a long period of time. So the frying process should take between 5 to 8 good minutes. You see, some of them don't want to respect me by turning around. I've been frying for like 6 to 7 good minutes right now, and this is the appearance I'm having. So what I want to do is to set them out, because when I set them out, they will still continue their frying process because of the heat inside it. I am perfectly okay with this appearance. If you want it to be darker in nature, you can fry for extra 2 good minutes. Yes, so that is it. So we are setting them out of the oil right now. I've removed the first set of puff puffs. So if you're using your ice cream scooper, you can just so you touch your ice cream scooper inside your oil and then you scoop it in. Either do it with your hands or you use the ice cream scooper, you will still get a defined shape and size. If you notice your oil is getting too hot, try your best and regulate your heat so that it doesn't get too hot. You have to maintain that medium settings, not too hot, guys. The second batch is ready, so I'll go ahead and set them out of the heat. Guys, this is the outcome of the puff puff. You know your puff puff is super amazing when you have it in this type of color. If you like it very light in appearance, you can go for it. But when your puffs are in this type of appearance, then you know it is super amazing. So this took about 8 minutes to get this appearance. Right now, let me open up the puffs so that you can see how the internal part is. At this point in time, this thing is so hot. Can you guys see how it is looking? Oh my god, this is yummy. By the time you have this type of crispy outside layer, then you know you have made a perfect puff puff recipe. Yes guys, this is it. Look at that meat there. So guys, this is what we have. Our puff puff looks super amazing. Can you see that? Yes, that is it. And it's very meaty on the inside, like you can see. Yes guys, tell me your appetite is not popping right now. I love the flavor of the nutmeg. It's crispy on the outside and very moist on the inside.